guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my fourth update in my 20 in 2020 project pan. Up until this update, I had hit goal on 9 products in this project. And my goal this year is to either finish up 20 products or hit goal on 20 products within the course of this project. I had mentioned in my last update that I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed with all of the projects that I was currently participating in. And before the last update, I had been replacing products that I had finished or hit my goal on with new products. But I said at that time that I was going to pause until I hit or was down to 10 items. And I'm not going to roll anything out today to replace. I've only finished up 2 products, but I'm not going to roll anything else in the place of those products because I just want to have fun with my makeup and I don't want to limit myself anymore. So if you guys are interested in seeing the 2 products that I did finish up since the last update and to see my progress on everything else, then stay tuned. First, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you love project panning videos, haul videos, just if you like chit-chatting about makeup, then I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go today. I do post a minimum of 4 times a week, so if that's something that interests you, don't forget to subscribe before moving on. And other than that, let's just jump into this update. I'm playing around with the OFRA lip set in collaboration with Jen Loves Review. I actually got this sent to me through Octoly, which I was really surprised I got approved for. And today, I'm not sure like if I'm doing this correct, but I mixed, whoopsies. I mixed these 2 shades and I literally just like put this one on top of this one rather than trying to like just tap it in the center. And then I did the Fenty gloss on top, but I feel like the lips are like really cool toned and the eyes are kind of cool toned, and then I went with like a warm tone blush. I feel like I do this every video. Like we always have to start the video with like either my makeup isn't matching or like my self tan is like wearing off like a scaly lizard. I have started to wear a mitt on my hands when I tan, so I'm not having like the orange palms. Yeah, yay. So I'm going to go in the order that I would apply my makeup. If you guys are interested in the introduction or any of my previous updates, I'll leave those linked below. Like I said, up until this point, I have hit goal on 9 separate products, whether it be finishing something up or hitting pan. I think all of the products that I've hit pan on, I've just continued to keep in this project to see if I can expand the pan and how big the pan can get, or can I use the product up by the end of the year. But starting with primer, I think I finished up 1 primer. Yes, I finished up the OFRA Rays of Light primer within this project, and I have 3 other primers that I'm working on. So up first we have this one from Kaja. This is the Dream Puff Mousse Primer. Not a fan of this, but I'm almost done with this. I'm actually going to add a little bit. Oops. The way I've been using this is not on my face. I've just been using this on my shoulders to give me a little bit of like a glow. Do you see that? I mean, that's cute on camera. We'll do it on the other side too. Oh, ugh. I feel like I'm almost done with this. I like obviously can't tell because it's an aerosol can and like I can't see through this, but this like feels very, very light. And when I shake it up, I feel like that bead is traveling really fast, if that makes sense. So there's not a lot of product in this like holding it back. So I'm hoping to finish this up very, very soon because I'm not going to be exposing my shoulders much longer here in Minnesota because it's going to get very cold very, very quickly. And then I have 2 other primers that I'm working on. This one I believe is the oldest primer in my collection. It's the Flower Beauty In Your Prime Illuminating Primer. This is fine. It's just not a favorite of mine. For an illuminating primer, I like something that's a little bit more natural. And this one, I'm sure because I'm swatching it, like swatched such a little amount, you won't be able to tell. Maybe you can. Like, do you see? Like, that really illuminates. So if you like a really illuminated effect, you might really like this primer. But for me, this is just something that isn't really my makeup style or my makeup preference anymore. And kind of going along with that, I have the MAC Strobe Cream. Oh, I forgot to show my progress. What kind of project panner am I? So when we started, I had a little bit more than half of this product left. One of the updates I was here, one of the updates I made like literally no progress. So that's why you're seeing not as many lines. And we are about okay, wow. I'm really struggling today. But we are, like, we have a fourth of this left, I'd say. I feel like it's gonna be a push all the way until the end of the year to get this done, just because, one, I'm trying to pan so many different primers throughout various projects. Why do I do this to myself? I have so many primers in my collection too. But I have to like force myself to reach for this, but I can do this. I can, and I will do this. I can finish this. Like, I don't have that much product left in this. I need to just push through and finish this up. And then for my MAC strobe cream, again, this is just not a product that I like really like. This is very, very glowy. As you can see, like this is a strobe cream. So honestly, I should have tried to use this more this summer, like on my body, just to give me more of like a body glow. But whoops, screwed up on that. I wonder how, I don't know. This is another one that I've had updates where I've had like little to no progress on. So when we started, we had almost the full bottle left. One of the updates, we were here and we are about right here. I've made, I think this was as of the last update, I've made decent progress. Like, I've been reaching for this on occasion. I've been mixing it with my Wander Beauty Nude Illusion foundation that I hate, to give me a little bit more of a glow, but this just is not a formula that I really enjoy using. So I'll be excited to use this up. I feel like this is something that I'm really gonna have to push as well to get myself to finish up, but hopefully I can do it. All right, I have 2 foundations left in this project. I believe I finished up 2 foundations within this project. And foundation is something that I have brought so many foundations into my collection this year. There's one foundation that I'm about to show you that I don't think I'll finish this year, and that's my Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. When I pulled this in, I had a lot of this left. I was up here, and I've been making, so I made very little progress the first month. I made some progress the next update, and then kind of consistent progress this update. I'll be honest with you, I have not reached for this in a bit. This is something that I really like to mix with other foundations because I don't love the shade match on this for me. I went with the shade 1CR, and especially with all the self-tanning I've been doing this summer, this just is not a great shade match for me. So I really haven't been reaching for this, and this also isn't a foundation I reach for a ton in the winter time. So I don't think I'm gonna finish this one, you guys. And then the other one is the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir Foundation. This is my 3rd bottle of this. This was a holy grail foundation for me, and unfortunately this has been discontinued. This is one that I wasn't making great progress on, but I did make some decent progress from last update till now. So when we pulled this in, again, we had almost a full bottle of foundation. This is another foundation that's also one of the older foundations in my collection. I made decent progress the first update. Second update, it was like very minimal, and now this is where we're at. So I have about half, maybe just like a hair more than half of this left to go. This is one that, like, when I actually get to using it though, I go through it really, really quickly. Like, if I focused on this for like a consistent 30 days, this would definitely be gone. So I do think I will finish this one by the end of the year, but I do think this one will be another one that it'll be right until the end before I finish. But I do need to work another foundation out of my collection because it's getting out of control. All right, you guys, the concealers in this project have been the bane of my existence. I was dumb and added like my 2 least favorite concealers to this project because obviously I wanted to work them out of my collection, and finally both of them are gone. I'm so excited about it. So I have my Smashbox concealer, which is finally used up. I decided not to take the stopper out of either of these because I honestly just don't care enough to use them, and concealer is a product that I feel like just goes on and on and on, and then you take the stopper out and it goes on for like another month. So I get that if I was like a true like use every drip drop drippity drop of this type of panner, like I would be failing here, but I just don't care enough, and I'm happy with calling these done. You can see the windows in this, like they're done. You can see the windows in this. It's gone. It's gone. If I took the stoppers out, it wouldn't be. But both of these I'm calling done. I just didn't really care for either of these, and I'm so happy to have these out of my collection. All right, I have a bronzer and a contour going in this project. I think as of the last update, I had hit pan on this contour powder, and this is where we are right now. I hope I've been taking pictures of this stuff, you guys. I've been the worst at tracking my progress throughout my projects this year. I don't know what it is. I just forget to take pictures, forget to mark, etc. But I mean, we have a pan going here. I feel like I've heard people say they fly through this contour powder really quickly, but it has taken me forever. It took me forever to hit pan on this. Now, I haven't been reaching for this a ton lately. I feel like in the summer I definitely just go for a bronzer and I don't contour and like I'm good with it. But I feel like I'll be reaching for this again come the fall time. So we'll see how much I expand the pan. My goal was just, I think in the beginning it was to finish this, and then I was like, I just want to hit pan. My goal is just to see how big the pan can get. I don't expect to finish this up by the end of the year. And then my bronzer actually comes out of this face palette, and I am currently working on the shade Hula. I have not been the best at reaching for this. I'm also working on the shade Dandelion for a blush. Again, haven't been the best at reaching for these. I'm just hoping to hit pan. Honestly, I don't think I'll hit pan in Dandelion. I don't think I'll hit pan in a blush ever in my life. But I really am hoping that I can hit pan in Hula before the end of the year. This face palette is getting so old. I really should declutter it, but I just cannot get myself to. I'm seeing like hard pan in the shade Dallas. I really should. I should declutter this by the end of the year. I don't think I will, but we'll see. We'll see. Speaking of blush, I also decided to work on my mini Hourglass Mood Exposure Blush. I have worked on this in so many different projects in previous years, and I'll be honest with you, I have not reached for this a ton really this year. Like, I've reached for it, but not as much as I feel like I have in years past. And I mean, I've definitely worn the dome away. I feel like if I really, I don't know. I actually don't feel like if I were to really try, I would hit pan, just because I don't think I'll ever hit pan on a blush. But I'll insert pictures here. I mean, I've definitely worn the dome away. For a blush, for me, if it's offered in a mini, I'm getting the mini in any sort of whatever, just because I like to cycle through my blushes. I don't like to wear the same blush every day. And also, blush takes forever to go through. That is what project panning has really taught me. Or highlight. I can't remember if last update I had hit pan on Becca Rose Quartz, but I have finally hit pan on this. I feel like this took me forever. Like, I thought I was so close to pan in like March, and then it took me forever to hit pan when I thought I was close. So the pan was definitely deeper than I thought. This is one in the beginning of the year I thought for sure I would finish up. This is like one of my favorite highlights. I just absolutely love a warm pink toned highlight, and this is it for me. I don't think I will finish this by the end of the year, but I would definitely love to see how big I can get the pan on this, and I really hope I can finish this up next year. It would be my first highlighter that I've ever finished, and how cool would that be to finish a powder highlight even though it's a mini? I feel like I would feel so successful after that. And then actually I've also hit pan on my Mary Luminizer. Ooh, that's blinding. I hope that you can see the pan right there. It's just a teeny tiny pan in the center. To be honest with you guys, I've used this kind of, I would say the same amount as a face highlight and an inner corner highlight. I just think this makes such a beautiful inner corner highlight, and that's how I was able to hit pan on this, because I always just focus my brush on that center like portion right there. But I have used this a fair amount as a face highlight as well. I don't think I'll ever hit pan on this or finish this up, because there's just so much of this. This is probably my oldest highlight in my collection, and I have so much of this left. This is such a staple though, like this is going nowhere unless like the formula were to go so dry that I couldn't use it. Then I would just replace it. But very excited to have hit pan on this as well. I actually think I have 12 goals hit now, because I hit goal on this, possibly 13 if this hadn't been hit as of last update, but those 2 concealers as well. So I've actually hit more than 11 goals. Yeehaw! Can't remember. Apparently I've only had a liquid lipstick as well as a lip liner in this project. I thought I had a third lip product, but I don't think I did. So I have this Joseph Colors liquid lipstick in the shade A Mauve Story, which is literally like the perfect Your Lips But Better shade for me personally. Here it is right here. It's such an easy and wearable shade. With this packaging, I cannot tell where I'm at all. I don't know if I'll finish this by the end of the year. I feel like I've been using it pretty consistently, but it's not like I feel like I'm having to dip in extra times at this point to use this. So I don't know if I'll ever finish a liquid lipstick, you guys. And then I have my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani lip pencil in the shade Ex-Girlfriend. This is a really pretty cool toned, like mid-toned, cool toned lip pencil, and I feel like I've used this a fair amount. I don't feel like I'll finish this up by the end of the year, but this is really nice because I do use this just all over my lips. I don't really just use this to line. Like when I'm using this, I just fill in my, like all of my lips. So I feel like I use a decent amount when I actually do use this. I really, really like the shade on this. This is really, really old, but I will be sad when I do finally finish this up. I also rolled in a Colourpop Supershock shadow. This is one that's in collaboration with, or was in collaboration with Halo Top, and it's in the shade Extra Sprinkles. I don't know how well you'll be able to see. There is a pan in the center, and I feel like the product is actually getting really, really shallow on this. I will say I go through spurts where I'm like really consistent with using this, and then spurts where I don't use this at all. It is a really easy shade to just toss on top of pretty much any neutral look. This is, I think, one of their ultra glitter formula, or it is their ultra glitter formula. So I feel like when I wear this, by the end of the day, I feel like I have like glitter all over my face, kind of, unless I like really lay down a primer, and even so, like I still feel like I get glitter all over my face. So it's not my favorite formula, but it is really easy to pair with just about anything. And I will be so proud of myself if I actually do finish this up by the end of the year. That is my goal. I don't know, you guys. I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I'm really hopeful that I will. And then the final product I have is this eyeliner. So I actually did finish up a milk eyeliner, a brown milk eyeliner this year, and I rolled in this Essence eyeliner, which I had been working on all of last year, and I finally feel like I am like really making progress on this, even though like I wear this just about every day, but I also did last year. If you guys are looking for the biggest bang for your buck, this is a really nice dark brown eyeliner, stays in the waterline all day. I have mine in the shade 02, but First Espresso, and it's $2.99, and this will take me 2 years to finish up. Literally, like, actually took me 2 years to finish up. So I think I have been marking this and tracking it with lines, but this is what we have left. I will say, like, I'm nervous to see like how low this goes, because it's gonna be really hard to have like a really little pencil to try and like, I already feel like with this it's like getting a little bit more difficult to like actually apply to the eyes. But this is definitely something I will replace when I finish this, because it's just so inexpensive at $2.99 and like the perfect dark brown shade for me. There's no need for me to spend $20 to $22 on a dark brown eyeliner when this $3 one will last me 2 years. Alright, you guys, that is it for today's update. All of the products that I'm currently working on in my 20 and 2020. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what products you have finished up this year. I have finished up a large amount of products, like, aside from this project, and my goal is to finish up 100 by the end of the year. 100 empties is my goal. It's gonna be really, really close, but I'm really hoping that I will be able to do it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video. If you've made it till the end, I really appreciate all of your love and support. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and other than that, I'll just see you in my next video. Bye.